Waiting times between A&E and a hospital ward have, over the past 6 months, ranged from just under 11 hours to 28. Health Minister Neil Gosar said bed shortages had only been a factor in December, when the GHA had experienced a surge of patients aged over 75 with critical illnesses, and almost a quarter had been admitted. In any case, he said, patients, although in A&E, were being looked after.
I hope that he didn't misunderstand my answer to mean that the person was waiting outside of A&E. What happens is the person was in A&E on a proper bed, receiving adequate medications, doctors around being carried out, food and drink provided, open visiting for relatives, shower and toilet facilities provided, and all adequate nursing, so that the person was in a proper bed with proper care, awaiting for admission to a ward. So I hope that he doesn't leave the house with the image of somebody waiting outside of A&E sat without proper care. It was simply waiting in a bed whilst the bed management team made arrangements for the person to be admitted into the ward.
It was in the midst of the question and answer session that Daniel Peter made the statement.
I so to congratulate the staff at Accident and Emergency who work under very, very difficult circumstances, including under a system that is not fit for purpose. And that I do wholeheartedly congratulate staff for that.
Replied to by the Chief Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the government stands by the professionals in the Gibraltar Health Authority, in particular those at the sharp end, the Accident and Emergency Department of St. Bernard's, who do a job that is not just fit for purpose, Mr. Speaker, using a system that is fit for purpose, which incidentally, Mr. Speaker, is not a system we introduced, it's a system they introduced when they moved the hospital from Old St. Bernard's to New St. Bernard's. It is a sterling job, where there are some instances that some people may have to wait longer than any of us might wish, where we have to assist them to be able to do better, but where they do a better job, Mr. Speaker, than most people in this room, myself included, do in the jobs that they do, with greater responsibilities, because their responsibilities are life and death. And to see a local politician get up in this House and say that what they do is not fit for purpose is utterly disgraceful, Mr. Speaker. And if the honourable gentleman, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order to you both.
Point of order.
Sit down and keep your tempers. And don't stand again like that shouting at me, point of order.
The opposition leader's point of order that he'd said the system was not fit for purpose and not the staff. The Speaker, however, had points of order of his own, telling the elected leaders to grow up.
I am only going to allow the Honourable Minister to reply on whether he can have the information available within 7 days or what the period might be. And then we are going to move on. And if honourable members carry on in this way, if they carry on the way that has been established in the last 5 minutes, I will suspend this sitting. So grow up and behave like what you are, representatives of the people of Gibraltar, and not like children in a playground.
The Chief Minister said it was politically hypocritical to try and divide the system from the people. He reiterated that waiting times for treatment in A&E is just over 2 hours, compared to 4 in the UK. Health Minister Neil Gosar said the GHA was putting in place additional measures to increase capacity. 24 beds in Mount Alvernia, 7 in the hospital gym as a temporary measure, and 52 in the dementia home, which the government said would open within the course of this quarter.